Welcome to my studio today. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do to get some really nice yarns really cheaply. And I may not get a whole lot of a specific yarn because of what I'm searching for in thrift stores. And what I'm looking for in thrift stores to reclaim yarn is not sweaters and cardigans like most people look for, because I find those really tedious to take apart. If they've been sewn with a chain stitch or something like that, they're almost impossible to take apart. And a lot of the sweaters I find in thrift stores, I really wouldn't save that much money because it's just acrylics. Where you will find some really special yarns is in the scarf section. I don't know what this is. It's very pretty. It's very soft and lofty, but it's got all these little flicks of color in it. Definitely feels like a wool blend when I hold it up against my skin, but a really soft one. This is going to make a special skein, and it's going to be worth my time and effort to reclaim it. I find a lot of times in the scarf section, especially during winter and fall when the thrift stores start putting out their scarves and things like that, there will be really nice, blends, and there'll be a lot of hand knit scarves, which are super easy to take apart, and crocheted too. And I already had this one started, and it's really easy because we know that the tail is going to be hid at the bottom of the scarf. This gorgeous yarn, which is my favorite purple color, but it's got all these shiny little flicks of like satiny silk pieces in it. This is going to be nice, and then I can use it to make myself some accessories, or maybe I'll trim out a sweater or a cardigan. But it's easier to reclaim yarn from hand knit scarves you find in thrift stores. Special yarns, special blends are expensive. And so anytime I can save a little money on something like that, that's a good thing. Coming apart really fast, even with me having to stop and maybe like pull those little felt areas, which is also telling me that this is definitely some wool blend here. And it feels so super fine. I'm guessing merino. And then I've already got it set up to my yarn cake winder here, so I can take up the slack as I go, so I don't get this big pile of tangles. Nobody likes that. And so then I just pull it apart a little bit more. And I'm going to continue to do that and be right back. Now I have this lovely, very unique, very soft cake of yarn. And now I will say, reclaiming yarn this way from scarves and thrift stores, you will end up pretty quickly with a collection of one-skein wonders. Which I don't necessarily see as a bad thing. I enjoy making new mittens and gloves and cozy things all the time, so this isn't necessarily bad for me. Also, if you do color work and you need just a little bit of something, your one-skein wonder collection will be amazing for that. I might even on my bulky machine do some knit weave with yarns like this in my little one-skein wonder collection. So yeah, reclaiming yarns this way, you're gonna end up with a lot of one-skein wonders, but they'll be special one-skein wonders. They'll be unique, and just given that knitters spend a little bit more money on a skein for a fancy scarf, you can really end up with some nice stuff. And scarves are abundant in the thrift store. I think my local thrift stores charge $1 for scarves, $1.50, not very much. So I'm considering how much like a skein, like a special skein of something like a merino blend with these little satiny pieces through it, how much that would cost me. It's worth it. It took me a total of about 5-6 minutes to wind this. The other thing I will say is, if you are new to reclaiming yarns, stay away from the lace weights. I don't even mess with the lace weights. They just get tangled. They get tangled when I'm using them, let alone when I'm trying to unravel them. The fingerling weights, if it's something really smooth, it can be pretty easy to unravel. But the worsted yarns, the DKs are super easy, super quick. So if you're just starting out reclaiming yarn from thrift store items, I would definitely recommend sticking with those for a while until you just get used to it. Now I can put some yarn to use that might have ended up in a landfill somewhere, since scarves are such an abundant thing in the thrift stores. So I hope you find this video helpful, and I hope this technique helps you reclaim some beautiful, unique yarns for a fraction of what they would cost in the skein. Hope you're doing something fun today. Have a good one.